Back home in my district, in Florence, South Carolina, GE Healthcare manufactures some of the best MRI machines and systems in the world. These systems are used to provide high-quality patient care in the U.S. and around the world, and they leverage AI to enhance imaging speed and quality, helping doctors make faster and more accurate diagnoses. But AI's impact extends far beyond just healthcare. It is improving forecasting, planning, and process optimization at GE Healthcare's manufacturing facilities, ensuring efficiency from the production line to the supply chain. And it's not just changing manufacturing, it's really redefining our economic future. As you have testified to, it offers unprecedented opportunities to strengthen American industry, enhance our global competitiveness, and secure our technological future. But to fully realize these benefits, I think we must ensure that policies support rather than stifle AI innovation. And as we discussed today, I look forward to hearing from our witnesses on how we can do that. Ms. Humpton, thank you for being here today. Siemens has operated not only across the U.S., but really in a global market and across the globe. Do you find with all the states and all the different countries and all the different approaches in which they are treating AI, do you find that regulatory uncertainty or fragmented legal requirements, do you find that to be cumbersome for U.S. manufacturers to adopt AI?
Thank you for the question. And I think my team who's joined me here today would tell you they are burning a lot of calories trying to track everything that's happening at the federal, the state, the local level, and with regulation, obviously regulation being formed all around the world. This is why we're thrilled that the Congress has invited industry to the table. We really believe that as responsible businesses, if we raise our voice in this environment, we can help the Congress understand what we know. But the thing that we really appreciate from the Congress is a better understanding of the risks we face as a nation. So this sharing of information is vitally important right now.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Mr. Oxman, you've discussed how AI can strengthen our supply chain resilience and improve operational efficiency for our manufacturers. But the regulations like the Bureau of Industry and Security's AI diffusion rule have raised concerns about unintended consequences on U.S. innovation and global competitiveness. How should Congress and the administration approach AI-related regulations to protect our national security without hindering that very vital private sector innovation?
Thanks, Congressman Frye. I'm glad you mentioned that AI diffusion rule because that is something we were very disappointed to see happen in the waning days of the Biden administration. The good news is there's an opportunity, there's an open rulemaking. The Trump administration can make that rule better. These are complicated issues. Protecting national security is obviously vital as we look at opportunities to continue global leadership by the U.S. in AI. So our hope is that the industry collaboration that we'll see in the coming weeks and months will lead to a better rule than was adopted the first time around. And that's particularly important because, as you noted, these supply chain issues are also supply chain security issues. So we need to make sure that American manufacturers have access to everything they need to build and grow the economy here, but we also need to make sure that vital American national security interests are protected overseas. And we're looking forward to working with the administration on striking that balance and working with Congress to make sure that there's proper analysis here as well to make sure that balance is struck.
Thank you for that. Mr. Kinder, you talked about this with my colleague, Ms. Dingell. What do you think the biggest challenges are for SMEs right now as it relates to AI?
Thank you for the question. Small and medium-sized enterprises, they face global competition, and they need to invest to stay competitive. They need to be able to invest in digital transformation. They need to be able to invest in AI, and switching costs are high. So they have systems that are in place now that they are using. Those switching costs are high. The thing that can help them most is support from Congress, either whether it's access to capital, whether it could be in some incentives or tax credits, that would help them to make that investment, be willing to make that investment to leapfrog and be competitive. As long as they're competitive, the even larger manufacturers they work with will benefit.
Great, thank you. And just to wrap up, what is Autodesk doing? I think one of the concerns that I hear from constituents is bias that might be in AI. What is Autodesk doing to ensure that AI is safe and not biased?
Yeah, I mean, similar to, I think, what Siemens is doing around industrial AI, we train on very specific data sets that are around the manufacturing process. We don't run into some of the probably concerns around bias of large public data sets where you don't know where that may be coming in.
Thank you for that. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.